Hello and welcome to another LSCC commentary League of Legends. This will be another MF video. I played one more game with MF because I really like the character. I'm definitely going to buy her. And it's exactly the type of character I like to play. And so, here we go. Let's get started without any further ado. Here you see that I changed up my starting build. Instead of going with a Dordan's Blade, I went with Boots and 2 health pots and 1 mana pot, which is what I go often with my AD heroes. Just because I like the extra mobility early, especially to dodge skill shots and just to get last hits on minions. As well as if I do happen to, all the AD heroes, they tend to be a little more, I don't know, strong in the beginning of the game. Like at the very early outset of the game, they do a lot of damage, and so if there is a chance that I can finish somebody off, those boots are going to help me. Okay, so here I see that I'm facing LeBlanc, and I'm just like, oh crap, because LeBlanc has to be probably the best early game harasser in the game, without a doubt. I mean, there's no one that can do as much damage as her, as quickly as her, and get away scot clean without being hit. Or if she is being hit, she gets hit like once. And so she's really trading maximum of 60 damage for like 350 damage. Here I miss my Q, and I miss it quite a lot this game. This LeBlanc is much better at positioning herself than the Easy was in my last MF game. And so this mid fight was really fun for me because she was really skillful, and I was like, oh, playing her is going to teach me how to play MF much better. I make a bunch of mistakes, but they end up not being too costly, so it'll be good. Rise on their team gets the first kill on our Olaf, who's a total noob, and so it's not a good start. Just a hint, just a word of advice to all the Olaf and Tryndamere players out there. At level 1, you don't have the ult, and you don't have the striking power or the ability to regen, as you do in level 6, level 11, level 16. So stop playing like you do, because really, that extra feeding in the beginning, maybe you can make up for it with your astounding play late game, but I mean, it's just stupid to do so, and you're just going to see this Olaf be completely retarded. Here, I'm trying to position myself, because now I know LeBlanc's spell range. There are 2 combinations at level 3, and I'm already down to 250 health from 780, and so I know that she can do some sick damage, and she's only at half health, or half mana. Like, it's not like she spent all her mana doing that. So one more time, if I don't pop pot, she's going to destroy me. There I finally get a Q, and I'm like, yay! But it doesn't matter, because she's at like 60% health with a pot. That's not good. Here we're just dancing around, and we're having a good battle. I really enjoyed playing against this LeBlanc. She was good, but not so good that I was completely outmatched that I couldn't learn anything. But she was just a little bit better than me, so it helped me learn a couple of things about facing LeBlanc, and just about positioning for MF in general. So I see him coming again. I'm going to get max distance. And here, I don't know if I can kill him. Maybe I can kill him if I use my W and E and use it effectively, but I didn't want to risk it. And so, especially with our Olaf being retarded, he goes down for a second time. And his lane partner is actually good. Our Nunu is really good. Not really good, but I mean, he's pretty good. And so, how he can suck this badly with a decent lane partner, I have no idea. There I get LeBlanc down to about 20% health and 20% mana, which makes me think I can be a little more aggressive. And so I try to be. That ult for LeBlanc is, or not that ult, but that splitting thing is pretty stupid, because it's not like Flash, it doesn't cancel any abilities. Maybe it cancels like a stun, but I mean, you can instantly tell who the real LeBlanc is, so that's kind of, they should change something on that. I get my pot shots on towers, because you know me, I'm all about the towers. And even if though I'm going to lose the harassment battle to LeBlanc here, I still want to beat her in pushing, because that's my specialty, right? I get my ult, and I'm very excited because I love this ult. I just like what it does, how it can be incorporated well if you position well. Xin comes out of nowhere, very stupidly, because you're not going to get a LeBlanc. You're not going to get a LeBlanc that's 2 levels higher than you, and you're definitely not going to get a LeBlanc charging in. I don't care if you're Xin. I mean, you're dead if she hits you with her spell combo, and the tower's hitting you as well. So that's just stupid of him. So I go back to tower, and when he was there, he's eating up my XP, so that's no good. I pop my flash and my ghost, but I still get taken down. So now I'm going to be behind LeBlanc in levels and gold, and I'm thinking, oh crap, I can't give a better player that kind of advantage. So I need to immediately counter what she is, even though it's going to take me out of my build order. So I'm going to go Mercury Treads, because I realize if I'm going to get ganked and I'm going to get killed, it's not Mundo that's going to do it to me. It's not Singed, and it's definitely not Shen. It's going to be Rise and LeBlanc, because they're the only ones that can do that much burst damage to me before I can get off like a Make It Rain to slow them or whatnot. And so what I do here is I get Mercury Treads thinking, okay, I can get out of any of the slows that the other team has a little faster, and the stun a little faster, as well as When LeBlanc hits me with her combo, it's going to hurt a little less. There goes Olaf again. Maybe he should have bought the Broloff skin because he's playing like a Broloff. Total noob. Anyway, I can come back, and LeBlanc is probably buying, so I'm like, okay, I'll take advantage of this time and push the tower more. You can see once again, I don't do a good job last hitting minions. I really need to work on that, but I don't have the patience. I just want to push as fast as possible. Because if I sit there, let my minions do all the hitting, and then last hit, then in many cases the other hero is back in lane, and I don't get any shots off on tower. Also, I just wanted to point out with that last gank, I keep wanting to call her Ophelia. What LeBlanc did was correct. What she did was she went to the left side of the lane, which forced me to the bot side, or the right side, which means that even though I had a lot of health and I had good escape mechanics, I got caught by Ryze. Here I demonstrate my proness with my ult. Absolutely horrible ult. I panicked, and I do that a lot, which makes me a bad player. You should not panic. Panicking never does anything. It seldom makes you move any faster, and it definitely makes you make horrible choices. At this point, I'm just trying to farm up more because I realize I'm behind on farming. Levels I'm not too worried about because I'm not going for kills. And my top and bottom seem to be handling themselves fairly okay. Bottom, of course, is getting ravaged, but Nuna's doing okay. There, I have 25 health left at the end of that combo, and I'm just thinking, thank goodness I got Mercury Treads, because if not, I would have been dead way before that. As I'm porting back, I see Zen gets Mundo, which is a good sign because we need one of our lanes to kind of, not dominate, but do better, clearly better than another lane. Here I'm looking at what my possible item choices could go. And I have to say, for this game, I probably go the worst build ever and really cripple my team mid-game. So I'm never going to go this build again. But I was thinking purely tower, and so I need to really change up my MF build because it was not effective at all. I totally missed that Q, like a noob. And then I get it there when LeBlanc's not even close. And then I'm sitting there face palming, which is why my MF character doesn't move for a long time. So now I know this MF is better than me, so I need to play more on the defensive side. But I also know that I do a crap ton of damage, especially to a magic mage like her. And now that she has no mana, I'm going to chase her down, and I'm going to try to put some pressure on her. Even though that she could turn around and she could start damaging me, she doesn't have enough mana to pull off any of her spells efficiently. And if I hit her with my 3-hit combo, which is Q, E, W, and then my ult, then which is a 4-hit combo actually. But if I manage to do that, then I'm going to absolutely rip her apart if she has no mana. I finally hit her with a Q, and now I'm feeling happy because that means she's getting a little lazy. And if she's getting lazy, I'm not the type to sit there and go, oh, okay, I'm definitely going to take advantage of the fact that you are getting lazy in my lane because you feel like you're doing okay. Here, I do a good ult. I clear the creeps, and she is at 500 health and less than 20% mana, which means she can't pull off her full combo, which means I am free to sit there and wail on tower. I do a little back and forth so she doesn't come out too aggressively, and I'm able to get tower down to 850 in 12 minutes. Put to death, I don't think that's that bad. So I look bot, Akali's getting that tower. I smell out another gank because I really did. It didn't look like it, but the way that LeBlanc is playing there, it doesn't make sense. The whole time he's positioning, and all of a sudden he just sits back, and he's not doing anything. He's not really being aggressive. He's not even being aggressive toward the creeps. And then I'm thinking, uh-oh, Ryze is probably bot, because I don't see him for a while either. And so luckily I'm able to flash away. I don't really have good reflexes. I'm pretty slow reflexes. So only by kind of predicting when they're coming, that's the only way that I can dodge those things. There again, he's down to 500 health, and now he's down to 250, 270, 280, 290, 290. And now I know I've got him on the ropes, because even though he has his full combo, if he comes in and I take him, he's dead. And now there, I can be even more aggressive. And now I'm feeling really good about myself because I know he has to go heal. And if he has to go heal, tower's mine. And he's gone, which means tower's mine. Of course, before I get to finish tower and get happy, Singed comes. But I'm not too worried about Singed, as I am his hard counter as a AD carry. If he didn't have Catalyst, I would have kept going back and forth with him. But you never want to chase a Singed because of his Poison Cloud. If you chase a Singed and he's not at 1 health with no regen, you are stupid. I need money, so I'm going to farm here and then go back to mid. Another fun fact, these Wraiths, the blue one at least, regens a lot of health. He can't regen if MF hits him, so that's a fun little fact. I come back, it's 2v1. If it was just LeBlanc or if it was just Singed, I would have gone back, but I don't. And meanwhile, while I'm porting, I enjoy the show top. Nunu has now teamed up with a competent partner and is ripping through top. I go back to heal and get my mana. here I'm typing to Olaf. The Olaf is like, oh look, what did he say? He said something like, oh look, this what did he say? He said, oh look at the fail Nunu because they didn't get either of the kills. And then like a second later, Nunu got a double kill with Akali. And I'm just sitting there like, you know, it's fine if you're gonna trash talk, but if you're gonna trash talk, you need to be good. If you're not good and you're trash talking, what are you doing? Here we come, and all my work on my tower has been for naught because Singed and LeBlanc has taken down my tower to a measly 100 health. So I'm not feeling good about that. I have less than 250 health, but I still want to sit there and get as much gold because I don't have enough for my BF sword. So really, this is the turning point in the game where I screw up my build because initially I was going to go BF sword, go with the Black Cleaver, and then go with the Bloodletter, and then proceed on with my Frozen Mallet, right? But here, I don't have enough money for it, and then I get impatient because I don't want to go back twice and not buy anything. That's a huge waste of time. And so you'll see here, I go instead. I'm looking at the melodies. I'm thinking it's going to stack with my passive, my E passive. And then I go, hey, what if I get something to really help me attack fast? And then I realize I have my W, so I really don't need it. I decide to get Zeal because I need the extra movement speed when I'm getting ganked, as well as... actually, that was it. It was really because there's no dodging that has to be done. And so, unless you can dodge spells. Does anybody know if you can dodge spells? If you could leave a comment and answer that question, that'd be pretty huge. I don't think you can. And if you can, that'd be stupid. Anyway, so I'm going to come back mid, and my tower's still standing. And we're going to try to bust these guys down. I get a good pot shot. I love when that happens. He comes in. I should have made it rain and slowed him, but I'm a noob, and I don't react fast. There's 2 mid, 3 on our side, and I know both of these guys mid are good players. I want to use my ult badly because I just like my ult, but I don't. Here comes Shen, and I completely missed on helping my teammate, which makes me feel sad. And now they are all chasing. I don't want to steal Zin's creeps. I see Akali, I know what she's going to do. She's going to flash across, so I want to protect her from those coming this way. I realize no one's going to come that way. I go back and forth, and there is bad news, so I'm going to flash and ghost away. I didn't expect them to chase that far. I didn't think that was smart on their part. Because if we had a competent team, then we would have all been waiting for them and we would have wrecked them. Because their squishy was out in front. Not Ophelia. LeBlanc was out in front, and we would have absolutely destroyed her in 2 seconds. Here, I think about my ult. Not a good idea with 4 people there. I really want to use this ult. I'm getting impatient at this point. I'm like, go away so I can use my ult. And so they go after Broloff, and of course he dies. So he's like 0-17 now. Just kidding. I exaggerate, but he's bad. And we get our tower. So now I don't feel as bad because I lost the first tower in mid, but we get it back pretty much right away. So that's good for me. I'm going to go over because I know they're all fighting mid. Get off a pretty successful ult here. And as they're chasing my team down and they're doing battle 4v4, I'm going to be hitting this tower. And I get it down pretty much from full to about 30% of the tower, which is good. As soon as I see all 4 that's left disappear, I'm going to go back because most likely they're coming for me. Something that Broloff has no idea how to do. And this is probably the biggest mistake ever. I finished my Phantom Dancer, which is completely unnecessary at this level. It's 20 minutes in. I don't need that extra boost of speed at this point. I need damage. Because now my early game OP damage has kind of run out, and so now I'm kind of useless. I'm not even that much of a CC. I'm really just useless now. So that is a horrible mistake on my part. There I see Rise bot and then 3 top. So I figure R3 is going to take care of their 2 top. I get Rise with the Q, make him run away, which is all I really wanted to do. I didn't want him to push. And I don't think I could take him one-on-one yet, so... Although now that he uses ult, I'm pretty sure I can. But I definitely can't kill him, or slow him, or etc. There's LeBlanc, and she's going to eat me for breakfast. But Xin comes in and saves me, and I believe completely screws this up. Olaf there is hesitating, going completely the wrong way. Nunu, I think, at least gets LeBlanc. Here. Good. And there is Rise, and I have no idea where Olaf or Xin is going. So I kind of have to put my hope in the fact that... Well, I thought Nunu was going to get him, but I guess not. I don't remember this part of the clip very well. So Xin goes in and dies, which goes to illustrate chasing is never a good idea. And at this point I'm thinking, oh, I should have totally gotten a BF sword, because a BF sword would have done, probably would have killed or killed, or if not killed, would have set up a kill for Xin on LeBlanc.